Imagine this. It's 2026. Brand new flagships are dropping with all the latest hype. And yet this little phone from 2023 is still throwing mind-blowing AI tricks that make you stop and say, how did it do that? The Google Pixel 8 isn't just surviving in 2026. It's quietly stealing the show with crazy smart features, 7 years of updates, and a price that makes you do a double take. Is this compact powerhouse still worth buying today? Let's find out. All right, let's jump right in. I've been using the Pixel 8 as my daily driver again in 2026, and honestly, it still feels special. Back when it launched, Google shook things up by putting heavy AI focus into a flagship phone before everyone else jumped on a bandwagon. Samsung followed with the S24 series. But the Pixel 8 was one of the first to make AI feel truly useful instead of just flashy. First up, design. The Pixel 8 keeps that iconic camera bar we all love or love to debate. It's got a metal frame and glass back, but Google smoothed out the corners compared to the Pixel 7, making it feel less blocky and way more comfortable in the hand. The bezels are thinner and more symmetrical now. It's those little touches that make it feel premium without screaming for attention. Durability? Solid. You get Gorilla Glass on front and back plus IP68 water and dust resistance. Good for up to 1.5 meters in fresh water for 30 minutes. Colors are rose, obsidian, and hazel. Not the most exciting palette, but they all look clean. The display is where Google really stepped it up. The 6.2-inch OLED is pro level on a base model. We're talking 120 Hz refresh rate. That smooth, buttery scrolling that makes everything feel responsive. Peak brightness hits 2000 nits, matching the iPhone 15 at the time, and 1400 nits for HDR. I remember taking it outside on a bright sunny day last summer. Text and photos pop way clearer than on my old Pixel 7 with its 1400 nit max. It's not a night and day difference from 90 Hz to 120 Hz, but once you feel that premium fluidity while doom scrolling Instagram or navigating maps, you don't want to go back. And yeah, it still beats that certain fruit company's base model that stuck with 60 Hz. Now the cameras, that's where the Pixel magic shines brightest. Hardware-wise, it's a 50 megapixel main sensor that's 25% more light sensitive than before, a 12 megapixel ultra-wide, and a 10.5 megapixel selfie cam. No dedicated telephoto, but 2x crop from the main sensor works surprisingly well for portraits and readable text. But forget megapixels for a second. The real game changer is the AI. Best Take combines group shots so everyone looks their best. You pick faces and it seamlessly swaps them in. Audio eraser in videos lets you mute unwanted noises like wind or traffic. And Magic Editor? It's next level scary good. Remove objects, reposition people, change the sky. It bends reality in ways that still make me pause. In real tests, daytime shots deliver sharp detail, excellent dynamic range, and vivid but natural colors. Low-light performance is awesome. No weird light leaks like you sometimes see elsewhere. Portraits handle edges nicely most of the time. And the ultra-wide keeps great colors even if it's a bit softer. Even in 2026, these computational photography tricks hold up incredibly well against newer phones. It's not always about having the most hardware. It's about what Google does with the software. Performance comes from the Tensor G3 chip. It's not the raw powerhouse of some Snapdragon or Apple chips. Benchmarks show it lagging a bit behind flagships. 8 GB RAM and UFS 3.1 storage, 128 or 256 GB options. Get the job done, but heavy gaming or intense multitasking can show the limits. That said, for everyday use, it's pleasant and snappy. Scrolling, multitasking, photography processing, it handles it fine. Some AI features like Best Take can feel a touch slow, but software updates have improved things over the years. The Tensor G3 shines exactly where it matters, powering all those on-device AI smarts. Connectivity is top tier with Wi-Fi 7 in supported regions, Bluetooth 5.3, and everything else you need, minus the ultra-wideband chip that's on the Pro. Software is still one of the Pixel 8's biggest strengths, even in 2026. It launched with Android 14, but right now it's running Android 16 with the April 2026 security patch. The experience remains clean, smooth, and bloat-free. The AI features are still impressive. upgraded call screen that sounds supernatural, fast on-device speech-to-text, the Fix-It keyboard tool, and the assistant that can quickly summarize long web pages. Face Unlock is fully secure for Google Wallet payments, and all the camera AI stuff like Best Take, Audio Eraser, and Magic Editor keeps getting little improvements. But the real killer is Google's 7 years of software and security updates. That means this phone will keep getting new Android versions and patches all the way until 2030. That's longer support than most phones get even when they launch, and it makes the Pixel 8 feel super future-proof. Even after almost 3 years, the software still feels fresh. That's the Pixel advantage. Battery life on the 4,485 milliamp hours cell is solid. It's a bit bigger than the Pixel 7s, and real-world tests show noticeable improvements in web browsing compared to its predecessor. It easily gets you through a full day of mixed use, sometimes more. Wired charging tops out at 27 watts, faster than before, but still not OnePlus territory. Wireless charging works fine too. Audio is clear and loud enough for calls and podcasts, but it lacks richness and depth if you're trying to blast music without headphones. Haptics, though, they feel improved, snappier and more precise than older Pixels. Now, let's talk value in 2026, because this is where the Pixel 8 gets really interesting. If you're looking new, you can still find it around $549 on some retailers during deals, down from the original $699. But the real story is the used and refurbished market. On platforms like Swappa, eBay, Backmarket, and Amazon Renewed, a good condition unlocked 128 gigabytes Pixel 8 goes for about $240 to $280 on average. Excellent condition, or 256 gigabytes models, sit around $300 to $350. Offline stores and carrier deals sometimes push even lower with trade-ins. Compare that to newer mid-rangers or flagships that start at $600 to $800 plus. And the Pixel 8 suddenly looks like an absolute steal. You're getting flagship-level display, cameras with unique AI, and that insane software support for basically half the price of current options, or less if you buy used. It's one of the most affordable ways to get into a compact, premium-feeling Android phone right now. So, is the Google Pixel 8 still worth buying in 2026? For a lot of people, yes, absolutely. It's not the absolute fastest or most feature-packed phone anymore, but it nails the things that matter most in daily life. A beautiful screen, magical camera experiences, helpful AI that actually works, and rock-solid long-term support. The compact size is a bonus if you're tired of giant slabs. If you're on a budget, love clean software, and want that creative Google twist without spending a fortune, grab one, especially on the used market. You'll get years of reliable use ahead. Of course, if you need the latest and greatest performance or specific features like better zoom, newer pixels, or other flagships might make more sense. But for pure value and that unique Pixel personality, this 2023 phone is still punching way above its weight in 2026. What do you think? Would you pick up a Pixel 8 right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know what phone you're rocking in 2026. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe for more honest tech talk, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.